Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Yousei. Let's see if we can talk to... Nope, we cannot talk to Lee Mei. So I should probably just get a move on right away, because I'm not sure how much more there is. I really want to see what is going to happen.
Do we have to talk to Aki?
You look determined.
Oh.
Something happened?
Yes and no. But you're on the case now, officially.
Finally! Why the change?
We've hit a little bit of a dead end. Remember that ID number I found?
Yeah, Nathan's, right?
Yeah, except Nathan claims someone else must have been using his card. He said it was probably Aaron. But Aaron denied it, and he's got an alibi. He also said that Nathan and David use their cards interchangeably, so...
So we've got evidence of a crime and no one to pin it on.
Right.
We've got a mess on our hands. Gursky says you and Naoki are supposed to interview David.
Convenient. Well, it shouldn't take long for us to figure out what's up. Where is he?
The library, or that's where he was last.
Good.
Aki's eyes close for a split second, and she nods lightly.
Let's get going then.
The two of us move across the campus at a brisk pace, stopping outside the student lounge where Naoki waits for us.
We have work?
Mm-hmm.
He looks pleased.
Yep. Interrogation.
Who?
David, still trying to figure out the approach.
What are we looking for?
We found evidence that someone's been stealing information and selling it off to Edgewater's rival school, Western State.
Why don't we try a home invasion?
Lifting?
That's usually easier. Unless Khan wants to try?
Well, we actually have our own mission to take care of. I have no idea what you're talking about. Besides, I have to go talk to Jupiter.
Oh? We'll go with you.
No, you,
What?
David.
Are you sure?
Why not? We're a team, right?
We're supposed to be
No.
splitting up.
Besides, Naoki's good at detecting lies. It might be useful. We can talk to David later.
This is going to be bad. No.
Fine, I guess it couldn't hurt,
Oh.
unless it does. Let's make this quick.
If you say so. Race you.
Race? Aki drops into a flat-out run before I can process her challenge.
Again?
Naoki takes the chase, and I begrudgingly follow. The twins outdistance me easily, but I force myself to keep running. As soon as Aki reaches the door, she spins around and waves her card at me teasingly.
Keep up, Kangai.
Naoki leaps past her and waves his card at the reader.
Does
He
that mean
grabs
he
the
won?
handle and throws the door open.
Hey!
Aki punches him playfully, and he returns the gesture. I take the moment to put in an extra burst of speed into my steps, racing through the open door past the two of them. Yeah, we won.
Wow.
Nice try. I taunt over my shoulder as I speed off towards the lab.
Wow.
Jupiter jumps as the three of us pile into the lab, half out of breath.
What's going on?
Aki tries to lean in casually against the counter, but the effect is marred by her gasps for air.
Oh, nothing. We just felt like running.
Well, that was an
Wow.
interesting sequence. No, you just felt like running. I was all for walking.
Don't tell me you didn't have fun.
I deny all allegations.
That still doesn't explain what's going on.
No roughhousing in the lab.
We had something we wanted to ask. Khan?
Oh, right. Well, now this is awkward.
I know.
Have you ever used Nathan's ID card to log in?
You mean that childish game they play, swapping cards with each other? No, I do not partake in it.
I noticed the twins exchanging glances with each other. So you know about their system.
They think they can, how is it said, defeat the system. I know they do not always arrive on time, but it is wiser to let them believe they are winning. Otherwise, they may devise a trick even harder to keep track of.
That makes sense. And I don't suppose you came here to work late.
Of course I work late, you know that.
How late?
Maybe 10 or 11. Why do you want to know?
Someone's been logging in every other week, late, like after midnight late.
Yes, Nathan. I brought that to Dr. Johansson's attention.
So all signs are pointing to Nathan
So it
again.
was
Is
Nathan.
that what this is about?
We're not sure, but we think the person was selling off information. Maybe to Western?
I find that difficult to believe.
Then maybe it's something else. Did Dr. Johansson have anything else he was working on?
Oh, that was just a hypothesis more than anything else. It wasn't a real project.
Mind telling us what it was anyway? We're curious.
Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt. Throughout history, there's been mention of people with extra-human abilities.
Oh, here we go.
Throughout history, though, I thought this was a more recent development because of
don't
the
know.
experiments, but
It's the
maybe there's more
X-Men.
to it.
I'm sure you've heard the stories. Heroes of legend and lines of royals said to have divine powers. Dr. Johansson's hypothesis is this. that such people did exist, but their bloodlines eventually thinned out and their powers diminished. However, if we could find a sample of the genetic makeup of those extra humans, we could recreate those abilities today.
Okay.
You want to make magic people? That doesn't sound scientific.
Too often, we think that the scientific advances of today give us reason to ignore ancient observation. But the people of old still charted the stars and built pyramids. They possess the ability to observe and record just as we do. We cannot dismiss the account of superhuman feats recorded across centuries and continents.
Alright, you don't have to preach to me.
Instead, we should seek to find the cause of these. Can we recreate or observe them ourselves? He doesn't believe in people with special powers. He believes it is a possibility that must be explored. Is it not scientific to attempt to observe what others have rather than dismiss them without testing?
I guess not. Jupiter shrugs.
Of course, even this is little more than speculation. We don't have enough information to try to recreate anything.
Man, I felt good about that one.
I apologize, but I have a class I must teach soon. I need to close the lab while I'm gone.
Of course you do.
No. Jupiter herds us outside and locks the door, making sure to block the code from our vision.
Even Naoki's?
I'll be back in a few hours. We can talk more at that time.
Well,
Few
David
hours.
next then?
Sure. Aki moves quickly across the campus while Naoki and I hurry to keep up. We arrive at the library, and Aki motions for us to be quiet. David is still at one of the tables, but Nathan is nowhere to be seen.
Old Gursky was on him, so.
Aki leans in and whispers in my ear.
$20 says I can get him to talk without using my Kansei once.
Okay.
We'll see. How can I even verify that? She blinks, surprised.
You can't tell when I'm using it? Your sensitivity is lower than I thought.
Shockingly, I don't spend a lot of time honing my ability to experience death.
Next time then.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
She skips past me and calls out to David.
Hey, David! Where's Nathan?
Always so loud.
I know.
Yo, Haru. He's out teaching a class. Something I've got to do in a few. If you want something, make it fast.
Oh, well, if you're in a hurry, that's not a problem.
Aki points at one of the nearby shelves.
I just need you to help me find something.
You mean like a book? I guess I can help.
Everyone's so daunted
Would
by
I look
the
like a
library.
librarian to you? As soon as Aki leads David to the shelf, Naoki hurries to the table and begins to rifle through David's bag. It's potentially the least smooth thing I've ever seen him do.
Hey!
Really?
David marches towards Naoki, fists clenched.
What are you doing?
Naoki jerks back, accidentally spilling the contents of David's bag across the floor.
Looking for something?
No, of course not. I just tripped.
Oh.
Yeah, right. You were trying to take my stuff.
Uh-oh. Aki places a hand on David's shoulder and pulls him back.
It was just an accident.
The twins are handling this with all the grace of a duck doing the tango. What's wrong with them?
What's going on?
David spins on Aki.
Nice try. You were trying to distract me while he stole my stuff.
I told you, it was just an accident.
David crosses his arms.
Tell it to the cops. I'm calling the police.
Is he immune?
I don't know. That could mean he has his own, right?
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe she didn't use her powers?
But
'cause
she
didn't want
touched
to?
him, so
I
whatever.
don't know.
No, oh, please don't. You got us, okay? Just, what do you want?
Let's start with you two telling me why you're trying to steal my stuff.
Naoki hangs his head, defeated.
I was looking for money.
We sneak onto campuses like this all the time. Students are less likely to report a theft.
Nice try. But you can't just sneak into the prospective student program.
Or maybe you can.
Care to try again?
Fine.
Western University hired us to try to steal your research.
They handled all the details, like getting us into the accepted student register.
So you wanted to steal my notes?
Your ID card, actually.
The famous ID card.
I know.
We're planning to sneak into the lab later on.
Those guys at Western are even more desperate than I thought. You go back to whoever hired you and tell them not to bother. They'll never get their hands on our research.
We're really sorry. It was just a job. No hard feelings, you know?
This is a really good execution here, guys.
What's going
Is
on?
there anything we can do to pretend this never happened?
I don't know. That's a pretty big secret to keep.
Uh-oh.
But I'm feeling generous, so 2,000 should be enough.
2,000? Naoki lets out a low whistle.
Wow, he really is in it for the money, isn't he?
I wonder what would happen if we told Jupiter that he's willing to take part in a cover-up for some cash.
What? You wouldn't! If you tell her anything, I'll tell that cop you tried to steal from me.
Yeah, okay,
Good luck
buddy.
with that.
It won't do you any good. We work with him.
What? But
Foiled.
We're not from Western. There's been a leak and Dr. Johansson asked us to look into it.
what sort of leak?
Someone's been sneaking into the lab late at night and logging in using Nathan's ID card. Dr. Johansson was afraid that this person was selling off information to Western.
What are you talking about? He knows that was...
What?
Uh-oh. Was what?
Knows what?
nothing.
I'd like to remind you that you were willing to accept a bribe from a rival school.
Yeah, I better start talking.
Fine. It was me.
It was you.
Okay.
What?
I'm the one who used Nathan's card. We switch off cards every day.
Well, we knew that much.
So every other week, I'd sneak out while Aaron was away at his card game.
Uh-huh.
But I was only selling test answers to my students.
Oh.
Only selling test answers.
Oh.
Wouldn't have called that one, actually.
No, me neither.
Johansson knows about it. He caught me like last month or something.
And he didn't kick you out?
He gave me a second chance because he's a decent person.
Sounds very generous to me.
So you didn't, say, kill him to keep him from expelling you?
Are you jagging? Who kills a guy over something like that?
Shaggin'.
Don't be jagging me, bro.
You've got to be pretty messed up to kill someone like Dr. Johansson.
Well, no shit.
Anyway, I've really got to get to class. Am I free to go, or are you going to keep blaming me for stuff?
We couldn't keep you here if we wanted.
Then I'm out.
Alright, bye, David. Well, that went well?
It did, didn't it?
Not to question your methods or anything, but what was all that nonsense about you guys selling stuff to Western?
Just testing to see if he was the rat or not.
If he had been selling information to Western, he would have been protective of his territory.
I was wondering.
Instead of telling Western that it's useless, he would have ordered us to back off.
But he didn't. He was offended at the very notion of selling Edgewater secrets.
Mm-hmm.
By making him think he caught us, we gave him the higher ground. We were at his mercy, so to speak.
Uh-huh, I see.
And thus, he was willing to make himself vulnerable by demanding a bribe because he thought he had leverage.
Oh, well, I guess that works. But we just eliminated our most plausible motive. What are we going to do now?
We'll just have to go over everything again. Maybe we'll see something different now that we know what we know.
Maybe. Well, we don't have many options. Nathan, David, and Jupiter are all out teaching somewhere.
Then we'll start with who we have.
Aaron?
Chance?
Oh.
Lee May's going to talk to Aaron.
We haven't talked to her in a long time. I don't know where she went after we broke
Is she
into the
still
lab.
waiting outside the back door for us?
Maybe. It's like, oh, you have to give it to me right after, and then we never saw her.
I
Which
know.
is weird.
That leaves Sean and Chance.
Oh, I forgot
Which
about
one
Chip.
do you want?
I suppose I should take responsibility for my assistant,
Your what?
Chance. A
Um,
long story, don't ask.
That's fine. You take Chance and we'll take Sean.
meet up at the fountain afterwards?
Deal.
Sure. The twins and I enter the building and part ways at the entrance. I quickly make my way to the cafeteria.
Hey, partner.
Oh my god.
Do you really have to call me that?
We are partners, aren't we?
For now, reluctantly. I kind of regret agreeing to this.
You look pretty worn out.
Well, I thought I had a lead, but it wound up being nothing.
Would you like a coffee? I can get something for you from the cafeteria.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
No, she'll drug
Wait,
you.
Hang on a sec.
Not
I'll be
again,
right back.
no. Chance scurries off, leaving me alone with my thoughts and a group of college kids playing a board game about colonizing space. Okay. I pace back and forth, trying hard not to eavesdrop on the space colonials. Apparently they're trading supplies with aliens now.
Okay.
Kangai.
Oh, hey Lee May. There's gonna be a confrontation between the two again, isn't there?
Probably.
Lee May approaches swiftly. She looks serious. Then again, when does she not? What's up?
We have found something.
Oh,
What is it? What is it?
We, you mean you and Aaron? Lee May nods slowly.
He showed me his photos. He said it would help him.
I knew
Finally.
it. I knew there's going to be something in the photos.
I was waiting forever.
And
Here.
Lee May hands me a printout of one of the photos Aaron took yesterday. It features Naoki and I mid-sentence acting as a convenient frame from the bell tower. There's a bike.
Yes. Does someone have a bike that we know of? They're
Well-
all bikes all around campus.
Yeah, there's the university bikes.
Right.
But someone must have rode one to it, and then it wasn't there later on.
Right.
Whoa. A sleek blue bike is propped against the brick wall of the bell tower. I don't remember seeing that when we found the body. Yeah. Someone was there yesterday morning, right in the middle of our time window. Lee May nods. That's one of the campus bikes, isn't it?
Sean could tell you for sure.
Of course. Chance pops up over my shoulder and smiles.
Is that a clue?
Maybe, I don't know. I try to hide the photo from her, but she's already seen enough.
Let me see it. It's not fair to keep your assistant in the dark like that.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Lee May flinches slightly, but she makes no comment.
If it's one of the campus bikes, Sean will know for sure. His family donated them after all.
Of course, didn't we know?
Let's go talk to him.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
See? I told you having me around would be useful.
With a smug smile, Chance holds out a paper coffee cup to me.
Coffee and crime solving. I do it all.
Okay.
Look at her.
I love her expressions. Lee May frowns and lifts the coffee from Chance's hands before I take it. Uh-oh, is there something in it?
I hope so.
Case first, drink later.
Oh.
Serious, Lee May is serious. Chance giggles.
Okay. You don't have to be so bossy about it. Let's go find Sean.
Chance marches purposefully towards the student lounge, and I follow closely behind. As we leave, I take a quick glance over my shoulder. Lee May is calmly pouring the coffee into the garbage can.
Was she drugging us?
Chip greets Chance with a light kiss on the cheek.
Hey, you two. Getting along, I hope.
Of course. We just had something to ask you.
Seems like I'm in high demand. Haru and Kazaki were just here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone just loves you. Well, we probably have something different to ask. I hand Sean the photo. That's one of the bikes your family donated to the campus, right? Is there any way to figure out who was using it? Sean runs his fingers through his hair nervously.
Not really. Sorry, dude.
Are you sure there's nothing you can do to help? Even just a little hint is fine.
What's going on here? Sean shifts his weight uncomfortably and tries not to look Chance in the eye.
Is it yours?
Are you sure? I mean,
I know, there's something going on between them, obviously.
I know, obviously.
Trust me, it's fine.
well, it's kind of hard to tell, but I don't think this bike is one of ours. Not anymore, at least.
Not
Okay.
anymore. Not anymore.
Bikes at the school undergo a lot of abuse, so my family donates new bikes every few years. The old ones are sold to students at a heavily discounted rate.
And this is one of the older bikes.
Yes, this looks like it came from a fleet we retired 5 years ago.
Wow, you've really been doing
Who's been
bikes
here
for a
for
long
5
time.
years?
Whoever owns this must have bought it back then.
Nathan?
Oh, damn it. Yes, someone has been here for a long time. I forget who it was.
It's
though.
just Nathan, right?
It might have been Nathan. I think you're right.
Because they said he's been here the longest, but Jupiter got the job.
Yeah, that's right. But
What's wrong?
I know who killed Dr. Johansson.
You do?
Sean coughs uncomfortably. Whoever left the bike there must have been in the tower at the time. Which means whoever owns the bike is probably the killer. Alright, let's save the game. Just to be sure.
Oh god. It is him, because Aaron transferred, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember about David or... I think it's Nathan.
I think so too. Unless it was Chip all along and he's just covering up.
Right.
Nathan did it.
Nathan, are you sure?
He's the only one who's been at the school long enough. The only person who was around to buy a bike 5 years ago is him.
Well, I guess that makes sense. But why would he do it?
We'll ask him when we confront him about it.
Then let's get going.
Wait, both of us?
Of course! The detective can't just leave the assistant behind when confronting the culprit.
So annoying.
Of course not.
Besides, you don't even know where Nathan is right now.
I bite my lip to hold back an unpleasant exclamation. She's right. Fine, where is he?
At the lab. He always goes there to sleep after he teaches his class.
That's interesting.
Wow. In the sleep lab?
He leaves the building locked, so you'll need me to open the door for you.
Okay, let's just go. Chance pumps her fist into the air and cheers.
Yay! This is going to be fun!
I stride across the campus, trying hard to ignore Chance's chipper giggling. I pull my phone from my pocket and select Gursky's name from my contact list.
Ooh, who are you calling?
No one, just sending a text to the police officer. It's kind of a good idea to alert the police, don't you think? Chance tries to peek over my shoulder, but I pull away from her. I dash a few paces away from her and hurriedly type out, "It's Nathan, going to lab now." Chance is watching me closely, and I suddenly feel very uneasy. I send the text message and shove the phone back into my pocket before Chance can do anything else. So, let's keep going. Chance types in the code to the lab and opens the door for me. Listen, I told that detective to meet us here. Could you stay here to let him in?
Sure thing, partner.
Oh, this
She's
may not
not
be
going
good,
to, is
leaving
she?
her alone in this lab. She's gonna do something while she's here, isn't she?
Probably.
Chance offers a cheerful salute. Right. I'm heading upstairs then. I tread up the stairs slowly, try not to make any sound. I think I can hear someone moving around upstairs, but it might just be my imagination. I open the door to the sleep study room and peer in. Nathan. The door slams against my head, which in turn slams against the
Ow.
wall. Ah! Nathan leaps out from behind the door, brandishing his light sword at me.
Really?
I duck his first swing and grab for him, but he lightly steps out of my reach.
How did you figure it out?
Well, how do you know we figured it out?
Yeah.
For all you know, we're just coming to see you. That's a pretty stupid thing to say in case we didn't actually know.
I know.
He snarls at me, keeping me at sword's length away from him. The bike.
What about it?
You were in a hurry to meet Dr. Johansson, so you used your bike to get there. Aaron snapped a picture of it. He scowls and takes a few hurried steps down into the hallway. What happened, Nathan? It was an accident, right? Nathan sneers.
I pushed him. Just wanted to give him a little incentive, but he hit his head on the wall.
And what? Did that knock him out? Nathan looks sullen.
I didn't expect him to be so delicate.
Well... But why destroy his body?
Because he was still alive, and he wouldn't listen to reason. Sorta like you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
With a sudden burst of speed, Nathan turns and races down the hallway. Chance! Gursky! I dash after, hoping that someone else is around. Nathan bursts out the lab's back door and turns on me immediately. He swings wildly, but I duck his misplaced punch. I don't know, this music isn't very fitting for, like, the epic conclusion.
No, it really isn't.
Was it supposed to switch, but we somehow messed it up? I don't know. The door behind me slams shut, and he punches a button on the number pad. On the other side of the door, I hear a resounding thud followed by frantic pounding.
Kangai, what's going on?
What did you do?
Gursky's always on the
blame
other side of the
me.
door.
It's not my fault the sensors don't work.
He smirks.
Nah, I'm being too modest. It really is my fault.
Oh, okay. I grab Nathan and push him against the door. Open it. He rolls his eyes.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do that.
I can hear Detective Gursky and Chance conferring hurriedly.
What is he talking about?
The doors are always locked, but the sensors inside are supposed to unlock them anytime someone wants to leave.
I yell over Nathan's shoulder. I don't suppose you can turn them back on.
I think the computer in the lab controls it?
Then let's get going.
Can't they just go out the front?
The voices on the other side of the door fade quickly.
Nice call. Too bad I'll be gone by then.
Well, we've got you here as well. With a sudden heave, Nathan twists from my grip.
Uh-oh.
He offers me a mocking salute before turning and racing down the alleyway towards the street. I chase after him, but he quickly outpaces me. Get one of the bikes!
That's more than enough, don't you think?
Huh? Aki strolls around the building, hands
Here we
resting
go.
casually in her pockets. Nathan skids to a halt.
Let me go.
No, obviously not.
Oh, you know I can't do that.
Nathan draws his sword and smashes the end against the wall. What?
Oh my god.
The glass shatters, leaving a pointed glass blade. He levels the fractured sword at Aki.
I will kill you.
Oh gosh.
No, you won't.
Oh.
Naoki appears from the street, placing himself squarely between Nathan and Aki. Nathan glares at him.
What are you gonna do about it?
He rushes Naoki and thrusts his sword at his neck. Naoki calmly sidesteps his attack and catches Nathan's sword arm in his hand and spins him around. Nathan stumbles towards Aki. She skips back a few paces, hands still in her pockets.
Why did you kill Dr. Johansson?
Nathan steadies himself and aims the sword at her again.
He was gonna destroy all his research! Hutton's death spooked him, and he decided to back out like a coward! That's why he came back. He wanted to get rid of it all.
With a ferocious growl, he dashes towards her, sword at the ready. She ducks his thrust, and his sword finds nothing but empty air.
Is that all?
Yes, don't challenge Aki. Once she was the learner, but now she is the master.
Oh.
She kicks his legs, and he trips over her. He rolls on the ground and springs back to his feet.
Of course not. But a kid like you wouldn't understand.
A kid?
Maybe. Maybe not. Try me.
Aki jogs backwards and leaps lightly behind Naoki.
You're a smart guy, Nathan. You know the concept of fight or flight?
Of course I do!
So angry.
Nathan practically spits the words at her. Aki beams at him, as if he just offered her some freshly baked cookies.
Which one are you, Nathan? Fight or flight?
She cocks her head to the side.
What do you think, Naoki?
I don't know, Aki. He was trying to run away when we found him.
They sound so badass right now.
I know, what's going on?
Naoki's voice is steady, almost teasing.
Good point, Naoki. So why isn't he running now?
Aki nods at the path behind Nathan, leading directly to the street. Nathan doesn't even bother to turn.
I think it's because we challenged him, Aki.
What is this?
It's like Team Rocket now.
Oh, Naoki, he can't stand the idea of losing.
Shut up, both of you!
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Nathan tightens the grip on his sword, and his eyes dart back and forth as if he can't pick which one he wants to impale first. With a wild scream, Nathan raises his sword and charges towards them. The twins exchange a brief glance, and Aki nods approvingly at Naoki. What? Naoki darts forward and wraps his fingers around Nathan's wrist. With a quick, decisive twist, he wrests the sword from Nathan's hand and tosses it to Aki. Nathan retaliates with a punch, but Naoki pushes his fist aside with a practiced swipe. He swiped him.
Swipe.
With a well-placed kick from Naoki, Nathan doubles over and falls to his knees.
It's not fair!
Oh my goodness.
Life's not fair, buddy. He screams at Naoki, his voice laced with hatred. The door behind me bursts open. Looks like chance fixed it. Detective Gursky races past me, pulls Nathan to his feet, and snaps a pair of handcuffs onto him before he can protest. Nathan doesn't even bother to fight back. His eyes show a mixture of defeat and rage.
Good of you to join us.
Aki smirks. Gursky rolls his eyes, but I can tell he's smiling.
You really should have run when you had the chance, Nathan.
Now it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Aki crosses her arms and leans casually against the wall.
Then you could have had at least 10 more seconds of freedom before we caught you.
Wow.
It's not fair!
Oh, boo-hoo. Poor Nathan. Never liked the guy. Nathan screams viciously. His face has lost all traces of compassion. It's almost as if something broke inside him.
Yes, I think you mentioned that already. Care to elaborate?
Johansson picked that woman over me.
Oh, boo-hoo.
That woman.
Jupiter?
I should have been in charge. I'm the oldest. I'm the smartest.
I watched all the Star Wars movies 500 times.
And then she has the gall to choose David as second in command. He never takes anything seriously.
Well, they were together.
He didn't like the prequels. Nathan's getting more and more worked up by the minute.
Aaron came from that second-rate school, and they welcomed him without a thought. I'm better than all of them, but they treat me like a joke.
Well, maybe you weren't so obsessed with Star Wars.
If you didn't carry around a light sword with you.
Carries around a lightsaber, complains that people treat him like a joke. Great job. Nathan laughs derisively.
Not school, you half-grown freak. Dragon's blood.
Dragon's
Is
blood?
that the card game? I hope it is. Please let it be.
A child's card game. Detective Gursky's eyes suddenly darken.
What did you say?
It's gonna be Game of Thrones. Nathan glares at us.
The dragon's blood is wasted on you. All of you!
The power stuff.
Oh, that's what it's
Right?
called? Dragon's
I'm
blood? I
assuming.
guess. It has something to do with blood. That would make sense.
She was the only one who recognized I deserved more. She said if I saved Johansson's work, I could have it.
Who?
Schultz?
She? Who are... A sudden knot forms in my stomach and I turn
Or
back to the
Chance.
lab. Chance is nowhere to be seen.
Of course.
I race to the door and wave my card over the reader. As soon as I hear the beep, I yank at the handle and race into the lab.
Con, where are you going?
I yell over my shoulder at the closing door. It's Chance. She's the one who set it up.
Of course she was.
What a shock. I speed down the hallway and skid to a halt as Chance steps out from the main lab. She leans casually against the door and nods mockingly. She looks like she's been expecting me.
That took longer than I thought. Maybe I overestimated you.
Sorry to disappoint you.
You should be. Do you have any idea what a bore it is to babysit you?
As much as I had with you. Who are you?
You know, I wanted to kill you from the start. I probably would have if you had gotten too close.
Yeah. But
Apparently you're important, so now I have to keep you alive. Nathan would have gutted you if I gave him the chance.
I doubt it. You can be arrested for conspiracy, you know.
If you can catch me. And if you're wondering about your friends, they can't get in. Their cards have expired already.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna have some final duel?
What's going
There
on?
may have been a little typo in the database when Sean issued them.
Oh, that's a surprise. What is dragon's blood?
It's your blood, darling. Although I suppose yours would technically be tiger's blood.
Tiger's blood? Yes, because in a stunning twist, Kangai is actually the long-lost son of Charlie Sheen. None other. Why does Nathan want it?
All these questions. I think you already know the answer, but you're just too afraid to say it. After all, you gave it to your sister all those years ago. It must have been quite a shock for her to wake up with a new ability like that.
We gave it to her?
We
Oh,
did?
but you can't blame yourself for everything that happened after that. That was her choice.
Chance flicks a crumpled sheet of paper at me, and it bounces along the ground harmlessly.
Until next time.
Chance turns and strides towards the front door. Wait. I race forward and grab her wrist.
Don't touch me.
Oh.
Or what?
Where's Lee May?
Her eyes darken, and a sudden searing pain races from my fingertips and through my body. What, is she Voldemort? I let out a scream as my mind clouds over with pain. I stumble back and collapse on the ground. My body convulses as I attempt to regain control of my muscles. Oh, damn. All I can do is watch Chance roll away from me as I lie helplessly on the ground. A car pulls up and she opens the door. Chip is sitting in the driver's seat. He glances at me with an air of cool disinterest. Chance steps into the car and slams the door shut, leaving me to watch them disappear down the street.
Oh, no.
The Wow, what an ending.
I want more, though.
Wow. I like it. The game's really starting to come together now with like the plot,
I
like
know,
the series.
but I want more.
Things are really starting to connect, and I'm seeing like the overall scheme of things. Like obviously we knew Chance was behind a lot of this stuff, but exactly what she was after. It's something to do with the blood.
Oh.
Oh. And then she and Chip took off. I rub my head slowly, but the pounding headache from Chance isn't going away.
No idea where they went?
I barely had any idea of where I was. Whatever she did really hurt.
Please, try to relax.
What do you think I'm doing? I try not to snap at Naoki, but I still feel miserable. Lee May knowingly places her hand on mine and smiles reassuringly.
You did well.
She's right. We lost Chance and Sean, but at least we caught the killer.
Yeah, I guess that's a good thing. How did you two even know where to find me?
Lee May,
She came to us after you and Chance went off together.
if not for her, Nathan would be long gone by now.
I find it hard to believe Nathan would do that. Did he really hate me that much?
Jupiter sighs and shakes her head.
If I had just known. Maybe if I had chosen him instead of David.
There's no sense blaming yourself now for that.
Yeah.
You can't blame yourself for his decisions.
At least we have a lead to follow now.
That's right. We still didn't manage to collect Johansson's old research.
Uh-oh, were we supposed to?
Oh, I can help you with that.
No, thanks.
Really?
Jupiter walks to the computer and types in a few lines. Is it gonna be deleted?
What did you need?
Nathan said something about dragon's blood. Do you know what that is? Jupiter nods and her fingers fly across the keyboard. Watch this.
As far as I know, Dr. Johansson didn't get much further than a few odd notes, but they might be useful.
Are you sure you can give this to us? Aren't they classified or something?
In Dr. Johansson's absence, I'm qualified to give the government anything I deem pertinent. That includes this.
Very good.
Jupiter holds out a USB drive to Aki, but Detective Gursky snatches it from her.
Oh.
Technically, I'm the only government employee here.
Technically.
Oh, Miko, that's mean.
That's just mean.
You'd be required to turn it in to me anyway. I'm just saving you the trouble.
I wouldn't mind the trouble.
You're an enemy of fun, you know that?
An enemy of fun.
Call it what you want.
Gursky pockets the drive before Aki can protest anymore.
Well, if there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know.
I do have one strange request.
Ask.
Your rabbit, the one Lee May caught the other night. Can we have it?
I suppose it would do no harm. We're likely to be disbanded and sent to work with other people now.
Yeah, after everything that's happened.
Yeah, really.
Why do you want it?
For Lee May.
I guess everything that happened these past few days got me thinking. And I figure if I can extend a life, even for a little bit, then that's a good thing. Jupiter sighs.
Noble indeed, but it's not always that simple.
Maybe not, but this time it is. Jupiter unlocks the cage and lifts the rabbit out. Lee May accepts it with open arms.
Thank you.
Aw.
All right, kids. I'm glad we all had great fun. It's time to go home.
Grumpy Pants Gursky. Buzzkill. Well, there's still one more thing.
Oh?
I hold up the crumpled paper that Chance tossed at me. I was wondering about that.
What is it?
A flyer for a resort? Don't tell me you need a break from this relaxing job, Con.
Uh-oh, is this a challenge? Cute, but no. Have a closer look. Naoki leans forward and reads the flyer's cheery message.
Come to Yamazaki Ryokan, famous for its hauntings.
Ooh, hauntings.
You're kidding.
You know this place, Miko?
Uh-oh.
No, but Kangai does.
Oh,
You
snap.
do?
It's the place where we solved our first case.
So this is an invitation?
Sounds more like a challenge, but yeah. It is, and I'm going to accept it.
I want to now.
Aki grins and pats me on the back.
All right then. Next stop, Yamazaki Ryokan.
All right, let's go.
Ooh.
And that'll have to wait for the next game.
When
which
is it
isn't
coming
yet.
out? Is
Wow.
it coming out soon?
I have no idea, but I hope it comes out soon. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
Wow, okay, so closing thoughts. It's been a long episode, but we'll make it brief. I really enjoyed this game. Like, each game has definitely gotten better as the series has progressed.
Yeah, and this one I feel like was more difficult.
Yeah, it was a bit. Like, I didn't really know what was going to be coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't sure, even at the end there, I really doubted whether it would be Nathan or not, you know, after he gave his side of the story.
I think I was a little bit disappointed with his, like, reason why he used the bell to kill him. He was just like, oh, I pushed him and he got unconscious. So
Yeah, I
put
thought
in
there was
the
going to be more to it than that.
I thought there was, like, a big reason about why he used the bell.
Why it had to be the bell, yeah. And there was a little bit there, like, I don't know if it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago, when we were just wandering around because we really didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't very clear.
I am surprised that we figured out that printer because that
It was just
seems,
luck.
It's so far in the background that, like, I can't imagine, like, you were supposed to know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there were any other clues that would have pointed towards it, but yeah, that was just kind of random there. Or at least it seemed random to me. But I'm really liking this, especially the last
too.
2 or 3 episodes of this. Like, the story was really good. Really enjoyed the events, you know, Naoki and Aki coming together. That was nice. I'm not really sure if we'll play for a different ending because I really like the one we got. Like, I
do
didn't think
too.
we'd get a good one. I thought doing all that stuff with Chance was going to lead to a bad ending, but I'm pretty sure that stuff had to happen where she'd get the information because I think that's pertinent to the next game.
Yeah, probably. But I do want to see what else would happen. Even
Yeah,
though I
I'm
like
curious,
this ending.
but I don't know. I might just play it on my own, you know, with you. We might not do a recording of it because I think
Fair enough.
unless it's something that I find is really entertaining and I want to show off, I think this will probably do.
Okay.
But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and man, I guess we're gonna have to find a new series to play. It's kind of disappointing.
I know, I'm so sad now.
We've been playing the series for so long now, but it's finally over. At least until the next game comes out. Anyway, I hope you guys look forward to it, because when the next game does come out, we're definitely gonna play that.
Definitely.
And yeah, until then, take care, guys.
Bye.